Here today is your host, Stuart Smith.
Welcome back, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us here once again for an online business briefing where we shine a spotlight on some of the smartest and freshest plays out there today. And to that end, we're speaking with CubCrafters Incorporated. Now, I want you to learn about this company. A great place to do so is at investorbrandnetwork.com. Click on the Clients tab, and there in alphabetical order, you're going to find CubCrafters Incorporated. And right at the top, you're going to see a blue box where it says View Reg A Offering for interested investors. What a great place to do your due diligence there. But it's also wonderful to have an opportunity to speak to a member of the management team, and that is Patrick Horgan. He is the president and CEO of CubCrafters. Patrick, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Stuart. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you today.
Well, thank you so much. Hey, let's get an upper level view of who CubCrafters is, and I want to learn a lot about you. So tell us, who is CubCrafters?
CubCrafters, we're the preeminent builder of adventure airplanes. We build advanced versions of the Super Cub using current day technology. It's a utilitarian type airplane that can access backcountry areas without the need for runways, high performance with the latest technology in engines and avionics, and it's an airplane that can be used commercially as well as just for a lot of fun. It's a fun flying airplane that really just brings a unique perspective to using aviation to access our world.
Well, how did you get into flying personally?
I actually had a pilot's license when I was 15 before I had a driver's license, and even built an experimental airplane in the garage in high school, and then went on to become an aeronautical engineer to start off my professional career. So flying is something that's been a part of me since the beginning.
So you are true to the mantra, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. That is an awesome story. Now, what attracted you to join CubCrafters then?
CubCrafters itself, always just been a brand of total quality. And the founder, Jim Richmond, just an amazing man that I met close to 30 years ago. I was the general manager of another aircraft OEM, and Jim and I had met. That meeting really, I retained that meeting as something that was special, and I had followed the company, and when CubCrafters was moving to a new level to certify some new airplanes, and Jim and I connected, it was really a good match to the skill sets and the talents that I've been blessed to be able to serve with, and it's a good place for me to be. And I just love the product. I love the people, the customers, and everything about what we do. The adventure is not just in the product; it's in the company and the people as well.
That is terrific. Well, I mentioned at the outset, the company has shares available to the public. What triggered your decision or the company's decision to offer shares to the public?
Great question. And it actually, the credit's due to our founder, Jim Richmond. Jim passed away, unfortunately, last year. This has been a long-term interest of Jim's to bring our company to the next level. We're a 42-year company that has been entirely funded organically. We're a company of innovation, so we're always innovating new products, and we've always done that organically. Example would be our X-Cub, which is our latest flagship, our certified airplane. We developed that quietly in our little skunk works for about 6 years, didn't tell the world about it, didn't take deposits. We didn't take orders until the world knew that we had it and it was certified and available, and that's how we've done this. But as the company has matured and our demand has grown, our demands are over 2 years of booked orders. The need to accelerate our manufacturing and our growth, enhancing our manufacturing capability, continuing our innovation, and moving it at a quicker pace is something that Jim and I and Brad really wanted to cite. And we saw this as a very unique opportunity to keep it within the family of those that understood our space and allow those in the public that really are just fans of our business to help us grow at a quicker rate.
Well, very good. Listeners, once again, we are speaking with Patrick Horgan, and he is with the company CubCrafters. Now, what was the reaction to that offering since it's been public, since you've been out there, since you've been working with not only Investor Brand Network, but the company that's also handling your Reg A? What's the feedback been?
So we made this announcement at the largest aviation event in the world, at the Oshkosh Air Venture. The reaction was phenomenal. Actually, 2,000 plus investors very quickly supported this. We had over $25 million in reservations before the FCC had qualified us. So in a very short time, it was clear to us that we had a good response. And given the market environment we're in, That's really kind of wonderful feedback, and we've had tremendous feedback of those that have decided to invest. And now the news being that the SEC has qualified our offerings. So just now, these people that have reserved and others that have shown great interest in the recent weeks can now convert those into purchases, and that's going well as well. So the reaction to the offering has been actually quite phenomenal.
Huge validation for you and your company. And what do you think some of the drivers are that cause such a positive reaction?
The reputation of who the company is and what the product is, and I'll give that credit to our customers. Our customers are just phenomenal, and we always involve the customers in developing our product. We do market research in the form of market surveys where we involve the customers' desires for new features and new innovations, and I think that's brought the reputation of excellence that's come with who we are. The belief in our products, the loyalty of our customers, just the overall support to general aviation, and the growth that we've continually shown. We've been a continually growing company since our inception.
Well, as a key member of the leadership team from your company, you may have insights into this next question. What type of investors are they? In other words, where did they come from? What backgrounds do they have? Do you have any of that insight?
We do, and because the investors have come from a cross-section of pilots and aviation enthusiasts and just general investors, but most initially came that were highly familiar with the CubCrafters name and product. We have customers and suppliers and just genuine fans, people who fly flight simulators and fly our X-Cub or our Carbon Cub. I mean, investors are coming from a large group of various folks in the industry, but it's a real tribute, I think, to our company in terms of the people that build our airplane, is that our customers are, truly our best salespeople in terms of being enthusiastic about anything we do, and they want to be a part of our growth. So that was our hope. That's what Jim and I were after, and that's going well.
Well, when it comes to your company and its competition or its peer group, what do you think are some of the delineating factors that distinguish CubCrafters from the competition?
What distinguishes CubCrafters, and it's something relatively unique in the aerospace now, is we are entirely an in-source company, meaning most aerospace companies have a lot of suppliers doing sub-assembly work. We don't have that. The totality of the airframe is built in Yakima, Washington by amazing craft people. So we're an entirely American-made product. The quality of the manufacturer, the fact that we're continually innovating. Best example of that would be our newest airplane, which is a nose wheel version of our X-Cub, which is allowing more people the backcountry access, even more pilots than before. So I think what distinguishes us ultimately is we're the only company we know that is building in four different segments, four different categories. We build FAA certified airplanes. We build light sport to ASTM international standards airplanes, as well as experimental amateur built builder assist, and we sell kits. So we have four different product levels, and that really distinguishes us. We're true to our American heritage, and we have now 11 buildings, 14 facilities, and over 200 employees in Yakima, Washington. And if somebody comes out to visit us and sees the quality and just the care and concern of craftspeople that just love what they do, if you visit us, you tend to want to buy one and go fly our airplanes.
Well, what would the funds be used for then? In other words, the proceeds from this offering, what kind of use of funds do you have planned for that?
We have a significant backlog. We've had a backlog that's continued to grow. So despite the fact that we've increased production, our sales continue to expand at a rate beyond those increases. So increasing manufacturing to reduce our backlog is key. With the increasing demand, we're a company of innovation. We want to accelerate those innovations. We also have plans to expand internationally. The preponderance of our products are domestically placed today, and we've got some international markets that we'd like to address. And Stuart, one of the other key focuses of the use of proceeds is improving our services and our support structure, our infrastructure for our existing fleet and customers. We've had an expanding fleet, and we need additional company-sanctioned service centers, and just overall customer support improvements is one of our priorities with the proceeds from the investment. The proceeds of this will be to modernize our facilities, reduce our backlog, and allow us to accelerate our innovation and the growth of the business that we have naturally done organically, and now our fans and our customers are allowing us to do that at a little quicker pace.
Well, so what do you see as the future then of backcountry aviation as a whole?
Backcountry aviation, as you know, it's an exciting segment of general aviation. General aviation are, the smaller, the 2 to 8, 2 to 10 person private transport or recreational aircraft. And in that space, the backcountry area is probably the one that's growing the most. So it's growing both here and abroad. And it's, an ultimate sense of freedom. It's, it's also a service to humanity. Our airplane recently was featured at doing some amazing work in Mexico, assisting folks to get to medical facilities and saving lives. So the backcountry side is growing. It's an area that continued innovation is rewarded when it brings performance and value to the user. We're dedicated to continue to build safer, easy to fly, and fun machines that do great work. And it's an exciting section of aviation, and we're just grateful to be such a part of that.
Well, you're excited and we're excited. What a great time for you to take a closer look at CubCrafters. I want you to find CubCrafters at the investorbrandnetwork.com site. Click on that blue box. That's going to take you to manhattanstreetcapital.com. They have a beautiful due diligence package on CubCrafters. Patrick, thanks so much for your time, your insight, and best of luck to you and your entire team rounding out 2022 and the very bright future you have made for yourself with this foundation you've built up to this point. Congratulations, and thanks for your time today, Patrick.
Thank you, Stuart. I appreciated the opportunity to speak with you. It's been good. Thank you.
You bet. For Patrick Horgan, this is Stuart Smith saying thanks so much for listening.